I believe Finance Chair Crossing Goes has had an amendment. Call for recess to talk about the amendment. The Speaker recognizes Crossing Goes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Secretary, members of the body, executive branch officers, executive legal. At this time, I'd like to make an amendment subsection C, and reads as follows. The tribal comptroller shall ensure that on or before the first day of each month, a certified copy of the bank's receipt or a bank account statement indicating the date and amount of all such payments, if any, made by the executive branch in accordance with this section shall be provided to the Speaker of the House and Finance Committee of the Legislature. I shall move.
Need a second? Eric Bergengrauen seconds. All in favor, raise your hands. All opposed? All abstained? So 14-0-0. Moving on to
Point of order. It's 15. Did you ask for the vote on that also?
yes.
Abstain? Not voting. Abstain.
Abstaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 abstained. I didn't see their hands, so.
Question of privilege.
Go ahead.
Is that just on the amendments we voted for?
Yes. Any more amendments? Crossing goes it.
Mr. Speaker, this is not an amendment, but if I'm, you can point of order me, Vice Secretary Blackbone, if I'm out of order. But I have a question, if you would allow that.
Go ahead, we'll call it question of privilege.
Okay, this question of privilege, and this will go to, I got 2 questions. Number 1, this goes to the CPA, Carla and Catherine, if you would allow her to come to the podium and answer this question to the body.
Go ahead. Your question.
My first question, Carla, is this budget amendment to the fiscal 2014, this year's budget, right? And this would be a liability as well too, right?
It would be a liability, and it would increase our liability section. It wouldn't be a revenue source because it's a financing transaction.
Okay. Did everyone get that? But it would be added to this year's fiscal year budget, not as revenue, but it would be added to the cash liability section.
A cash liability, and then the payment would be a debt service issue.
Debt service issue. Okay. And now my second question is, okay, the $7 million, and it was after the meeting that I should have asked how much we have drawn in interest thus far. And the regional president was there, Keith Cook. So out of that $7 million for the economic development projects, we're borrowing, from its interest. So how much did we draw interest of that $7 million?
I don't have that number in my head or with me, but I can provide that to them.
Yes, I believe we do need that. And that's a question that I had And that would, okay, give me an estimate, if you can. How much?
I can't give you an estimate because I don't remember what funding it was being invested in at the time. It depends on the market and things like that, so I don't have that, but I can give it to you. It'll be on the statement, I can forward the statement too.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. We need a point of clarification for the record keepers in regards to that last vote on the amendment. Those of you that voted yes, could you raise your right hands? Okay, all abstained. Okay, thank you. 12-3. Okay, we need a second reading unless we have a motion to waive second reading with amendments. Okay, so we need someone to do the second reading. Speaker recognizes Carlson, goes ahead.
I misunderstood you, Mr. Speaker, but I'm gonna waive second reading with the amendments. And go to final vote.
Need a second? Tyson, Grovan, seconds. All in favor, raise your right hands. All opposed? All abstain? 14-0-0. Need a roll call vote. Start with Trace.
Was that for amendment? Or for the
It's for the final roll call vote.
Three Irons, Black Lodge, abstain.
Rogers.
Black Lodge, abstain.
Stewart, abstain.
Keel, abstain. Burden Brown, yes.
Grovan, yes.
Goodrum, yes.
Smartworks, yes.
Deep Green, yes.
Goes ahead, yes.
Hugs, yes. Good luck, Mighty Field, abstain.
Stewart, yes. Willard, yes.
Old Crow, yes.
Yes.
10 yes, 5 abstain. Motion, JR passes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What should I push
I think the ones that, abstain, I think the information that, the meeting, we were back against the wall, as you get it, but we were, last minute, we were down to, I think we made the call about 4 o'clock, and then that's when they issued checks, that's why the decision was made then. Because, thank you for your honesty at the same time, on behalf of the court people and all the tribal employees, and even I think the legislative and judicial, on that day, we were able to make APs and checks and payroll, and so, and it's all because of this tax credit grant. We were supposed to get $850,000 for January, but it didn't come in, and so the tax were against the wall, there was no revenue coming in. And we had to look at ways to make payroll for the month of January. So I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Time is now 12:38. We'll go ahead and recess for lunch and proceed back at 2 o'clock. Thank you.